It's gonna be great today. It's always a good conversation. Yeah, this is Jeezy blunt, right? Okay. I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with Jeezy. I'm not like, I didn't grow up with Jeezy. You know what I'm saying? But he just bring that type of that energy. I be driving. He just bring that type of mood. Like, let's get it done today.
See around with that movement that you
have. Yeah, What's going on, Cozy community? We back at it again with another episode of the Real Cozy Podcast. It's Cozy Boy here. We got some special guests in here today. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let Shy introduce our guests for sure.
To my right, we got the one and only Big Oomp, and to his right, we got the one and only DJMONTAY. For a lot of y'all who don't know, Big Oomp is very prevalent in the Atlanta music scene. Basically, Big Oomp Records is the way the music industry is the way it is today. Before they was here, there was really no Atlanta artists being played on the radio stations. They changed all that, and with history, man, just hard work, dedication, and things like that. So we're going to get into a little bit more of the history of Big Oomp Records later on in the episode. But we're going to start it. How y'all day going today?
I'm doing good, man.
Everything good.
Doing good.
How you?
I'm good. I'm great, man. We got
I'm
legends
good.
in the building. I'm great.
What's up?
I'm glad to have y'all in here on the Cozy Podcast today for
Definitely
sure.
appreciate y'all taking y'all time out today to talk to us, man. Definitely appreciate that. You're a man of a few words. You don't do a lot of interviews, so we appreciate that, man.
Appreciate your time, man, for sure.
Appreciate it.
Go ahead, TJ. TJ gonna start it off with an icebreaker for the
I'm gonna start it off with an icebreaker, man. And it's the same. I'm gonna start with this one. Dead or alive, you can have a conversation with anyone in the world. Who would it be with, and why?
Who? Me?
You can go. Whoever want to go first.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I don't know, man. I ain't even.
I never thought of that.
Spank on the first one.
First question.
Spank number one.
It depends on what I want to talk to somebody about.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's about this music industry, I might probably talk to Michael Jackson or somebody like that. Or if I want to talk to an old family member and ask me to guide me into something in the future or just give me some wisdom, then I'll talk to a family member. Who? I'm not sure. It's just whoever the wisest one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I don't know. Because it's a lot. And
Yeah.
everybody knows a little bit of different things. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So for me, I just can't pinpoint no one person.
Right. Okay. Depends on.
Yeah, it depends on what I'm trying to do and what direction I'm trying to go and what I need guidance in.
Yeah.
It's a great answer.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That was a good. That's a
answer.
great answer. I ain't gonna lie.
All person I could probably think of, if that came around, would be probably Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett. Just some tips on how to take what I got and turn it over more and more and more. How to keep increasing what I have.
Diversifying your yield.
No, for sure. Warren Buffett is crazy.
That's a great answer. I never thought about Warren Buffett. That's a great answer. Go ahead, TJ. You want to kick it off? First question of the day.
First question, we could start at so many different places, man. I guess I'll start, and this can be, these questions can be, who I want to answer first. Both of y'all, it's not specifically for who, you know what I'm saying? But as far as like music influences growing up, like who was those artists that y'all were influenced by as far as in the music industry and stuff like that? Like who got y'all started in like, oh, I like the way he does music or like his sound and stuff like that. Like who influenced y'all?
I wasn't influenced. I didn't even think I would be in the music business at all.
Okay.
But when I was little, I took heed to the Fat Boys.
Okay.
Fat Boys.
They inspired me to rap. I started writing rap when I saw Big Boy. I was fat too, so I saw Big
Shout
Boy
out to
though.
Big Boy.
Turn
Shout out
up.
to Big
Not Big Boy from Outkast, you know the Fat Boys.
I'm saying shout out to the big boys.
Yeah, the big boys.
Yeah,
Big
shout out to
boys.
the big boys.
So when I saw them big jokers rapping and going on, I was like, oh shit, I want to rap. And I wrote me some raps as a kid. But that was, I could say that was my influence into the music as far as even thinking about wanting to rap, write raps, record. Because I had bought one of them little bitty machines from the flea market with the microphone and the tape deck to it. So you can hit record, and then, you know, I would rap, do my raps through that little tape machine I had when I was a little kid.
Okay.
But those the Fat Boys, that was my influence, I gotta say.
Yeah, my influence was it was just the music. I just loved to do music.
Right.
You know, ever since I was 9, my mom had bought me like a little drum machine to make beats and stuff like that. And then I got introduced to mixtapes at a young age. So I was listening to mixtapes. I used to listen to the radio. B103 was on the radio station at the time. And I used to record that. Just listen to a lot of DJs and stuff like that. And I got introduced to DJ Jelly and MC Assault mixtape, so that really made me want to do it. And I set up me a whole little wall in my room, like just a few cassette tapes of EQs, and I was able to record, and I put my stuff together, and that was it. Like I just was influenced by the music.
Just fell in love with the music.
Yeah, I've been like that. Yeah, I've been tearing up needles since I was 3.
It's destined to it. Sometimes it's just in the blood.
It's just in the blood.
Yeah, my dad was a singer though, so I just realized that once I was getting into music. So.
Okay, yeah, because
I
was.
You can hit a note or two? You can sing?
Man, nah. Hell no.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask like, as far as like going into like influence, like how big was that? Like the old school music. Like I know, like for me, you know, on Saturdays, you know, that's like cleanup day. You got these old records. You know, how prevalent was hearing those old records and trying to see like having that foundation of those old records of like that music and that black sound in our community and stuff like that.
Well, for me, I'm glad I grew up in a home where the music was played like that. You know what I'm saying? It helped me broaden my horizon as far as production wise, and just now I got like generations and generations of music up under my belt that I have in my brain. And, you know, but it's just, at first it annoyed me, but now I understand it, and I'm able to appreciate it because I see what my mom was feeling or my grandma and them was feeling when they were listening to it. And then not only that, I grew up on a bunch of stuff because my family members were listening to different shit.
Yeah.
Like my uncle might listen to some pop. My aunt might listen to some R&B. My mom was on the low listening to rap. Yeah, so I had a bunch of, I'm like a gumbo pot. So
gumbo, we put a bunch of different things come together and create this one masterpiece.
Yeah, and then when I got with them, they taught me some more stuff about the different songs. Right. So
yeah, that's one thing.
We didn't have no internet.
You know what I'm saying? That is a big thing. Like it wasn't internet back then, so it's like you really had to put that groundwork in and listen to this, listen to that, take samples from here, take samples from there. So, and then that's one thing about today's music industry. Like the internet is so easy to blow up now because of the internet. You got YouTube, your Instagram, your TikTok, and things like that.
Now, what's funny to me is how some people don't know where certain real samples come from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like Juicy, for a prime example, that Biggie song, Juicy. A lot of people think that that's really just Biggie, that's Biggie's song, but they don't know where that sample came from.
So that came from a long, that's an R&B song.
Right.
Like even the Cola Ray song, somebody just thought that was just something new, and I seen a TikTok video, the Pops were playing. I mean, the son said, "Hey, listen to this new song." He was like, "Oh man, that ain't nothing. This has already been done." But yeah, it's cool, man, just to have all that up on
you.
Yeah. So I have a quick question. This is really for you and Monte. You know, when you have a lot of people coming into it, you know, sometimes people's visions can get blurry and people not always seeing on the same eye to eye and things like that. So I guess my question for you all, how are you able to all stay focused and all stay on the same path and elevate and move to the next level? How was that? How was you all able to do that?
Well, so for us, we was leading the vision. Like we wasn't following nothing. So we would come up with ideas and set goals to execute. So we stayed dealing with each other day in, day out, all through the day because we had goals. We had ideas, like we led the way. So we didn't sit around and have different visions of what was already there. We would sit down together and come up with stuff. And we do it to this day now.
Right.
And we create. And so once we come up and create, that's work to do.
Right.
So we set goals with work to do, and daily work keeps us together and kept us when we had to communicate and make the goals come to life. So with all that, you gotta communicate, deal with each other day in, day out to execute your goals for them to come to life.
Pretty much like a sports team.
Okay.
Everybody had their part to play.
Like a football team.
Yeah, we sat down, we got our plan together, we got ready to prepare for game day. And when game day comes, you know, everybody just had to play their part and make sure they do their part well. So, and they had to execute. If you can't execute, then we had to just move on to the next person that could. So that's what we did.
So within that, you know, having obviously like your friends creating this thing, this label, how important was it to like keep everybody on their toes, like to not slack off? Because I know like you have to have that friend group where y'all gotta stay on top of each other and things like that. Like how important was that for y'all?
It really wasn't no friend group, but it was we held each other accountable. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, accountability, yes, I was saying.
Yeah, so it'll get frustrating at times, but because some people don't like hearing truth.
Right.
But if you slacking, you know,
you gotta hear that.
Yeah, you're gonna hear
You gotta
it.
hold each other accountable.
You're gonna hold each other accountable, and you gotta man up and just go ahead and fix whatever the problem was, or just handle the business. You know what I'm saying?
Now we never really tolerated just able to come and just hang out and just benefit off us. Like you come around, you want to be a part of Oomp camp, you gotta put in some work. You can't come and just enjoy the benefits and don't work. Like it just didn't go like that.
Sure. So
the people that was around, they had to work, and if they didn't want to work, then you just can't get benefit. You got to keep it moving.
And you couldn't be ashamed, because back then wasn't no social media like now. Like
Right.
we say, hey, we need everybody to pass our flyers. Everybody need to pass our flyers. If you
Yeah.
one person that afraid to go walk up to somebody that pass out, hey man, what you give me them flyers? And like,
right.
you know, you know, but everybody had to do their part.
Right. Yeah, without having that social media aspect, you really had to have those
soldiers.
Yes,
Soldiers.
for real.
As willing to do the groundwork, willing to do the dirty work, talk to people, ask them this, ask them that, let them know, hey, look, man, this is the best mixtape out here. You better go get it.
Man, that's what you'll test somebody's character and heart and see if they really want this.
How has that helped y'all along the way? Having to speak first instead of just saying, "Oh, go to my Instagram or go to my page and look at our stuff." Like, how important was it to sell yourselves to the community or whatever?
Well, there wasn't no other outlet. You just, if you was gonna succeed, that was the only way. You had to make your way to the people. You had to deal with people. You had to talk to them. You had to have a certain attitude, a certain character, a certain person about yourself to even let the people be like, man, I really mess with them, man. Them some cool cats. Them some humble people. You know, you couldn't hide behind social media and they assume you might be cool or alright or cool to talk. You know what I mean? Like, none of that stuff was around, so you had to engage.
Right.
Not only that, we had a product that we knew that nobody else had. We had product, and Oomp always say we gotta have product. Like product is gonna sell itself.
Gotta have product.
Gotta have product. You gotta have something to sell. You gotta have something to step out and be like, hey, this is. And we all believed in the final goal and the vision. So we all had the same belief, and so that's what made it even powerful.
So in a way, do you all feel like social media has kind of hindered people from being able to step out and be themselves and actually communicate and actually put in the groundwork with their fans and with the community and stuff like that to grow their music and grow their following and their fan base?
Nah, I think it's the biggest plus that ever came around. Like, people can sit on their butt, man, and become rich and a star.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That wasn't going on.
Yeah.
You had to go out there and be a foot soldier.
Yeah.
You had to move around. Man, we was coming, kill these colleges around here, man. Like, we would come and hit these schools up, stand out there on that front street down there and hit them people, pass out our flyers. Now you can just post.
Yeah.
Nah, for real.
Post it right on Instagram.
And you can pay a few dollars and it'll spread it out for you.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
everybody
Like,
sharing it, liking it.
we had to go put shit up on every corner, on the poles, go stand out, hit gas stations up, like.
But see, what he talking about, that's only in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Right.
So, like, really, like, that, we had to hit up little parts of Atlanta at the time, or we all in groups. You go to the east side of Atlanta, you go to the north side, with south side, everybody. But that's just only Atlanta.
Yeah. With social media, we able to go all over the world.
On one
If we
button.
wanted our record hot in Alabama, we literally had to go get in the van and go all the way through Alabama. We wanted to tab Georgia, Macon, all these different parts of Georgia. We literally had to get in the vans and drive through these markets, stop at these places. Now, you can post,
All over the
and
world.
it's gonna go all over through Georgia, Alabama, wherever you want to go. People ain't gonna see
Show a little
it.
personality.
That
Yeah.
one like that.
Yeah.
That's it.
So it's just to me, it's just amazing, you know, seeing like the generational difference, you know, the things
Right.
of how easy it is for us nowadays, and then listening to the groundwork y'all had to put in. It's just crazy.
I feel like
Man,
they
y'all
would have
ain't
broke us down.
Y'all don't
Yeah.
understand, like, he had to send a record, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have an email, you can attach it, send it to 100-something DJs free of cost. He had to literally take vinyl and hope that it don't melt by the time it get to a DJ, have their address, take all them shits to the post office and ship it off.
Now, they got record pool, you just hit the button and it go
Yeah.
to 1,000 DJs.
Right.
Oh,
Back then, if I wanted to send my record to 1,000 DJs, I'm going to UPS or the post office every day with 100 packages.
Wow.
Sending them out to every DJ.
But our groundwork, the crazy part, our groundwork was so heavy that we done made it to like overseas with mixtapes. Like, we done made it, like, the whole Southeast region was just from us pushing
Yeah.
this shit like how we did. That's where that respect come from, cause we
Right.
stayed there.
Yeah, I was saying, like, I respect the grind.
Yeah,
For
you
real,
got to,
like,
you got to.
You gotta have that grind.
And so I guess another question I had, we could probably on top of that, what inspires y'all to do more? You know, you've accomplished a lot. You know, you've had the record stores. You know, you've had the gold plaques and things like that. You just got another one from the Jeezy album, the Jeezy record we was playing earlier. What inspires you to do more and be more?
I guess the young people around me, man.
Okay.
The young people around me, like, you know, my kids, you know, Monte still hustling. Big Corey mainly is the most reason why I'm still involved as far as the music. But that's his whole life. So, but that's really it. The young people that's around me.
Yeah, and we were talking a little bit about your football team earlier and stuff like that. Y'all won the championship at Morehouse last year, I believe. So can you speak a little bit more on your football team and your youth organization and stuff like that?
So I got a youth program called Big Oomp Kids Foundation. It's based around my football program called the Oomp Squad out of Southwest Atlanta, Ben Hill, William Walker Recreation Center out of Fairburn.
Okay, I stay not too far from there.
Yeah.
So I'm familiar, a little familiar.
So I've been over there 20 years. And with the program, I normally have 2 to 3 to 4 teams a year, from 50 to 100 kids a year in my program. It's like one of the best programs out there as far as mentorship for the kids on a positive note. It's messed up out there with the youth coaches and the kids because of the internet. You know, they got them involved with cussing. It's crazy out there. But I'm one of the ones that's like, I'm not a part of that. I'm still old school. I ain't cussing the kids, don't cuss the kids. Teaching them different things in life, what to look for as you get older, school, all that kind of stuff. So I'm mainly into that. Like, it's my 20th, this year will be 21 years I've been involved.
Congratulations. That's almost as old as me.
It's like 8 months out the year. We usually start in April. April to December. Yeah, we're about to start
that time.
Boys, get ready.
It's about that time. Definitely, man. That sounds amazing. I know me and TJ, we had things we want to do in the community as well, as far as mentoring and stuff like that. So hearing that is definitely,
For sure.
it's just inspiring to me. Man.
Oh yeah, man.
Did you ever see yourself like doing that, like having your own football team or stuff like that? Like when you was like you was growing up, or like being involved in sports, was you like, man, when I get older, I'm gonna start my own organization? Like, did you ever think that this would be possible, or you would do that?
Nah, man, this one ain't on my mind, man. I got stuck in it. I went to help one of my friends coach one year.
Okay.
Because I always liked the football. But I went out there and coached with him one year. We won the championship that year. I ain't had no kids at this time. And then I dipped off, went back to doing what I was doing. And about maybe 2 years later, I came back with, it was a little longer than 2 years, because I didn't have a son. So maybe about 5 years later, I came back when I had my son, Big Corey. And came back out there to the same part with Big Corey. Started off when he was 5. And I never left. I've been out there. Big Corey been gone for 12 years now. And I just stayed coaching the kids. Because after I've been out there for 2-3 years, I done built the program up. People wanted to come play for it. So by the 3rd year, man, I had like 3 teams, like 100-some kids. And it never slowed down. It's
amazing.
Just been that.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So what has brought you more joy, your success in the music industry or your success, with your youth football industry and stuff like that?
Well, they tell me, the people around me say the happiest they see me is during football.
I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Sure. You seem like a very family-oriented, community-oriented guy, so I can definitely see that for sure.
They say, man, we just went diamond. They said, I was sitting there like, what? But we won the championship. They said, I was going banana.
Yeah, you was.
Yeah,
we had #1 records. We didn't even know what to do. We just looked at each other like, damn, we was at a table like this almost. Just looked at each other like, damn.
It's on the music business, you working so hard, man, you don't even get a chance to enjoy it.
Enjoy it,
because you still working. You still got more work to do.
Still more work to do.
Yeah, we did that, but shit, we got to get another record hot. It's like you got to just stay on your toes.
Yeah.
The day you feel like I done did it,
it's gone.
It should be dead for you. Man. So we never, for me personally, I never sucked up the enjoyment of the success still to this day, because I'm still involved trying to create, have a lane, an opportunity for somebody to do something. So I'm still like mentally like on go daily as far as want to keep seeing it grow, keep progressing, keep making its way back to getting to the top where we was at. But when social media and all this stuff came around and bootlegging, it kind of flipped our whole business around.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we got to revamp off all that stuff. We got an app now.
Okay.
That's out there we building. We got about 600 and some people on our app right now.
Okay.
And it's constantly growing monthly.
So I know you spoke on, getting it back to the top. How do you believe, you spoke on the app and things like that. What are other things you believe that Big Oomp Records can do to help get back to that top spot as far as like, getting engagement with the younger generation and stuff like that?
I think that's the key. We got a bunch of interns, young people coming in with ideas, want to work. Like DJMONTAY and the leaders of this. We done doing it 30 years.
Yeah.
So, we ain't as hungry. And like me, I ain't about to get up and go out there when I was 20 years ago and do all that stuff, you know what I mean? But the new people around that wants to see this stay alive and become part of success for they say so, and for what they want, that's what's gonna keep us here. Like my kids are very involved right now. They wasn't, you know what I mean? Like we were just really holding on to our legacy, the mixtape that we have, the artists that we have, the songs that we got out. We got an artist, Wicks, we got a girl artist, Shantae, but we ain't really just been tied into it, like this is all we got again. But with the new people, like our TV show coming back around.
Oomp Live.
Yeah.
Oomp Live, that's the young crew working and bringing it back together. The record label coming back around, like our social media growing, but it's all the new.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all the new people with the new energy, the new ideas, and what's going on now. Man, I'm so old school. I don't even touch my phone. I don't know about all that stuff, man. But shit, I got children. I ain't body stress myself trying to figure it out, man. Big Corey, what to do? Nari, what to do? Montae, how you do this? Like,
So how do you go about, you know, involving family and things like that, and still having that family and business borderline, and, you know, not crossing those borders and things like that?
Yeah.
I've been fortunate, bro, to be honest, to have some good children.
Okay. Yeah, I see Nari is very involved.
That's just, I can't say nothing else beside it, man. They good kids. That's about business. You know what I mean? They got their lives or whatever, but outside of that, they are business kids.
Okay.
And I'm confident enough to sit back and let them do what they do, wander around and try to figure it out. Cause they ain't no Lulus, you know what I'm saying? If they was some Lulus, then I'd be hands on like a handcuff. You can't do nothing till you talk to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? But they some smart kids, so I'm giving them their leeway. You know?
It's
Figure it
enough
out.
for me.
You know what I'm saying? Make it happen. Make it happen. Make it happen. You know what I mean? I ain't shutting no doors down. I ain't stomping on them. Nah, you can't do that. You know, I just ain't that person. So it's working.
The best part about it, he always been that person for anybody that comes around.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't like he always on the motto of just like more of a family instead of just a business. And people that are still around are still families. You know what I'm saying? We all, like his kids call us uncle. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like we family oriented. And we've been family since damn near day one. And the ones who wants it, they gone. But that's what it always been. And it just, he'll sit back and let you do certain things, but he might not know about certain shit, but he know business. And he'll tell you, do not do that shit, do this, let's move like this. Cause once he pick up certain shit, it's over with.
That's one thing.
It's like a land of opportunity over here.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
that's pretty much.
you want to do something, go for it.
You gotta do
That's
it.
how he was
You know
with
what I
me.
mean? Like, you want to be a DJ, then shit, what you waiting on?
Yeah,
Right.
you waiting on.
You want to rap? What you Intoxicated? They was not a rap group. Them jokers didn't even have a clue they would be rap group. You want to rap? You in there watching Sam? You think you can rap? Go try to write your rap.
Yeah.
You write your rap. Oh, you wrote your rap? Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? You want to make beat? Go in there and work with Montae. Go work with Fred. You want to learn how to DJ? Go in there and mess with Jelly. You know, it's a land opportunity. You want to do something. If it's all, if the resources here, take a shot.
Take a shot, Cozy
Take a shot.
community.
You given the opportunity to take a shot.
For sure. You know I'm shooting. Nah. But I want to touch on, you said earlier, like, y'all were doing, as far as the label goes, y'all were doing things that no other labels was doing. So, like, what really set y'all apart from, like, different labels to make artists gravitate to y'all, to come to y'all label? Like, what were some things that y'all implemented to be different than other labels?
Well, you gotta look back again, once again, when we first started, it wasn't nothing laid out for independent artists.
Right.
It was ran by the major system. TV was ran by MTV, BET. It wasn't really no indie outlet. And I'm gonna speak for Atlanta. Just stating that my stuff stayed for us Atlanta.
Right.
It wasn't nothing here. You know what I mean? You know, you had Dallas Austin, Jermaine Dupri, Rico, them. You know, but all this was corporate life. You know what I mean? They had record deals and stuff.
Yeah.
Wasn't no independent record stores like where you can just flood your product into. You had Peppermint Records, Blockbuster, Turtles, and all that stuff. They didn't even deal with you independently. You know? So for us, we had to create retail. We had to create for our videos to be seen because MTV and BET wasn't dealing with you. You couldn't go get your music put in goodies and Turtles and Blockbusters. They weren't accepting independent music. Fortunately, we ended up getting in with this guy named Rico Brooks at Peppermints, and he was able to see the inside of independence, and he started taking in independent stuff. But we had to create our own avenue And that led into us working T.I. stuff, Pastor Troy, Jeezy.
Yeah.
Like we helped broke all these artists that came up in the late 90s and early 2000s. Like we was the outlet. Our TV show was the outlet for them. Play Your Video, Lil Jon, them didn't have no outlet, T.I. didn't have no. None of these cats had outlets to do nothing. They ran through our resources to get themselves out in Atlanta.
Right.
DJs here was led by up top DJs, up north DJs, that didn't give a damn about Atlanta artists. No less our music. They thought it was country. Oh, you know how they shit on our music. So you from up top, you thought our music was some boo-boo. You know what I mean? And back then it was booty shaped music. So you had Miami music popping, you know, Luke and all that kind of stuff popping, and up top.
Right.
That's what the music scene was. Wasn't no street music getting heard here. It was not going on like that. We had a few groups here, but they had a ways to monopolize the resource to get their music going. And when we created the record stores, the TV show, the mixtapes, then it's like, your mixtapes, your song, you had to come to us. If you wanted your song heard in Atlanta, you had to come to us. We put your song on our mixtapes, because at that time, we were selling more tapes than the hottest artist selling the CD at the time. And we put your song on our mixtape, it's like you done fucking with #1 or something.
Right.
You've been accepted. It's like, man, look at them Jelly, those CDs. Oh, man.
Yeah.
So you had to come deal with us just to even come through our mixtape gang, because the mixtape gang is what broke all the independent artists. That Lil Jon, Who You Crunk, Get Crunk, Who You With, and in 1997, we broke that song at Freaknik. We sold about 5,000 mixtapes down there with his song at the beginning of our mixtape. And then the song took off from there. But we hit people from everywhere. Freaknik back then, people came from Chicago, from everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And shoot, man, we just set the tone for everybody that came out of Atlanta. If you was majors, you had to get in touch with us. You found us. You was like, hey, I got an artist coming to town. I need to get him on that Oomp TV show.
Right.
I need him to stop by and do some drops for y'all mixtapes. Like, that's just how important all our stuff was. And then when we got messed around and got on the radio station,
it was
over with that.
Montay got on one station, Jelly got on the other station. Then it was heaven out of here then, you know. They was able to break Atlanta artists. Because the other DJs, like I say, they just weren't studying Atlanta artists. They just weren't no respect for them.
Okay.
And once Montay and Jelly got on your record, and it led to the other 4, 5 Atlanta DJs who didn't have the power to lead, to break a record, but they would jump on the train once Montay and Jelly started playing it, and it helps break their records. And yeah, man, it became a whole little coalition of those guys that, you know, if I'm coming out of Atlanta, if Montay touched my record, then I got Hershey, I got DJ Will, I got Triple J, I got Trues, I got DJ Cloud. You know, once Montay or Jelly touch your record, you got about 7 other DJs possibly that gonna play your record.
Right.
So, to put it in today's term, we created our own algorithm. All this stuff we had, like each one of them avenues that we had, look at it as we had content. We had different shits for you. We had radio, we had mixtape, we had record label, we had artists, we had production, we had
retail,
you know what I'm saying? We had all kinds of, so that was our algorithm. You know what I'm saying? So we knew what it took to make it work for any artist and for us. We broke our own artists.
So I guess for you, what is the entrepreneurial mindset? Where did that originate? Is that something you always had, or is it something that just came over time?
Nah, if I'm gonna credit that to somebody, I gotta go to my dad for that, because that man made me work. I've been working since I was 5 years. So my dad owned the real estate, and ever since I was 5 years old, I've been cutting grass, picking up paper, cleaning out apartments, cleaning up bathrooms, and refrigerators and picking up trash. I've been working since I was 5 years old. And my dad just didn't tolerate no sitting on your butt, no watching TV, no nothing. Every day it was work. Like it was just, like I was on a plantation or something, that was just the rule. Like y'all gonna work. So I growed up as a kid just mentally knowing I gotta work. Like if I didn't work, I probably gonna get my butt whooped or something.
So when you got older, just doing the groundwork and passing out the CDs and talking to this DJ, talking to that DJ, it just kind of came natural in a way.
Right. Just natural work.
That's how it was. We had to work.
You gotta have that work ethic.
Yeah.
Gotta work.
Time without work is nothing, man.
Yeah, my dad wouldn't even allow us to walk slow.
Dang.
Like you just taking your jab, he didn't even tolerate it.
No lollygagging.
No,
Do it right.
You couldn't even slow drag around. You know, you might ain't feel like doing it. You can't show it. In his presence, you got to be about business. That's it. You ain't moving too slow. You got something to say about that. Yeah.
And so are those things that you instilled in your children, you know, as far as the hard work, the work ethic, and just making sure that they gotta get it. There's no lollygag, there's no half.
Oh yeah, I get it. Like my children, technically, you know, as far as financially, they in another life or different family, they might not even have to be working.
Right.
But over here, no, you gotta work.
Yeah.
Work. You know what I'm saying? You work, you don't eat. There ain't no allowance and free money sitting around for y'all. No, you gotta get your ass up and work.
You go get it. And that's how you keep the legacy going.
That's how you keep them home, keep them knowing I got a bill to pay. I gotta go make some money because dad ain't about to bed.
Now, as far as talking about the money, because I know, like, especially like in the black community, when you start to get money, you think, oh yeah, I can get this, I can get that. How important was it to you to like be financially sound, like knowing that, oh, I gotta invest in our business rather than, oh, I'm gonna go get this chain, or because you know, like I think this, I feel like this generation just feel like they feel once I get the money, I need to blow it. I gotta splurge because I ain't never had it before. But like you gotta be smart with your money. So like, how was that for you?
That's a lot of people's mind frame though, because a lot of people come from nothing.
Right.
But you gotta have solid people around. Tell you not to do this, not to do that. You know, you probably have someone older and wiser that's probably been through what you about to go through and experienced losing it all and getting it back. So that was key for me. To have somebody like just to be around that's wise to tell you, hey, this is not what you want to do. You got to think about this.
Right.
You know, but that's my perspective on it.
I got a quick question. It can be for both of y'all. What's your favorite record to come out of the label?
I wasn't ready to say that, but I was ready to say something similar to that. Okay. You be in my head.
Yeah, you know,
Stop
y'all produced a lot of bangers, a lot of, you know.
No,
so
for real.
What's y'all favorite record to come out of the label?
Mine's just Get Low. Shit changed our life. I gotta go with Get Low. That's just it. I can be biased, but Get Low has did so much. It just, I just can't erase it. Now, personal ear preference of you saying, what's our favorite song that I like to listen to in my car or something? Probably be, maybe our group Intoxicated. Probably sort of DUI. It's one of my favorite songs.
I like different songs for different stages.
Okay, gotcha.
It was like,
let me know.
It was like some, you know, some of them were like steps. You know what I'm saying? We had Baby D, he had a song like Bag Up and East Side, West Side. That was the first step that helped us get to Sammy Sam. Well, Sammy Sam, then Baby D. And then you got Intoxicated. Then you got Walk It Out, which helped us get.
That's probably the one that everybody in this generation
one song. They Walk It Out, the two-step. Then they helped us get to the low. It's like them were like steps for me. So it's like I really can't pinpoint no one song that we done. I can't because it's like all of them done did a part into helping our whole situation grow.
When Foolish came out by Shorty Low, that took a whoop. That thing bump.
Yeah.
We did Foolish. Montae did Foolish.
So that was just like, it's just so many records that helped. My favorite one, the most successful one, is probably what Oomp was saying, the Low record.
Low.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's a lot of people in the generation that don't even know that, you know, Walk It Out and Two Step and came out of Big Oomp records. They don't know that. So, and I know as far as me, you know, me being an intern and things like that, I want to, you know, bring back the younger generation and let them know, be aware of, you know, the history that's in Atlanta. Like, because if it wasn't for y'all, it wouldn't be no Lil Baby, it wouldn't be no QC, it wouldn't be a lot of the labels that's out right now. So definitely just bringing that awareness, man, to y'all. For real, that's I know that's one of my goals as an intern.
But you know what I want to do though, man? I want to bring back Eastside. I'm gonna say all our hit records with a youth doing it though.
So like more like
how
a
people
cover?
remixing records.
Oh, okay. So like a not really a cover, but more like a taking the samples from it and creating their own type of
like some new kids redo Walk It Out. You know what I'm saying? Cause the youth don't know. 10-year-old kids don't know. Walk It Out, probably. You know what I'm saying? Some of them do, cause Walk It Out still get
Walk
played.
It Out,
But I'm just saying, you know, overall, like you got so many people who don't, and if it came out right now, it'll be a hit.
Especially with TikTok and
with all that right there, imagine some
that,
kids redo that song right now. East Side versus West Side, like you get a group to do that song right now, man. Shoot,
take over.
And like ATL, we own that song. That's our song. And all the games played, soccer, everywhere play this song.
All that ATL shit.
Go to the Hawks game, you go to the Braves game, you go to all these places, you gonna hear ATL. That's our record.
Right.
I wish Lil Baby would redo it. Out of here.
That'd be tough.
Like the Migos sampled our song.
The Walking Like a Talkie. They sampled that song. That's
our song.
You know that?
That kind of
You learned something new every day. I didn't even know that.
With Drake on it.
Yeah.
They sampled our record.
Okay.
Like I said, it wasn't no Big Oomp records. It wouldn't be no Migos.
A lot of them did ATL ho. They came from us too.
Dang. Now I'm gonna listen and be like.
That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of the generation today, they don't know. So that's definitely
a lot of producers listen to us because, like Oomp was saying earlier, it's like Atlanta was real hip hop heavy, East Coast heavy.
Right.
But we was on 808s. We wanted a big sub. Like we had an 808 hitting so hard that every producer wanted our 808. Every producer wanted our 808. Yeah, because you play that shit in the club, that shit is going.
The whole building shit.
We went with something totally different. We stuck with our guns, and that it paid off for us. We created our own lane, man. I love it.
For sure. Now he said the best record to come out. Now I want to, cause I produce like music and things like that, and I make music. What has been like the best session y'all been a part of, like when creating a song? You know what I'm saying? Like that process of like. No, that don't fit. You need to put this right here.
I'm gonna give you mine. So they set up a session with R. Kelly.
Okay.
And so it's weird because, you know, I'm sitting there waiting. The session was at 7. They were like, oh yeah, he coming. So we just sitting there just making beats. And man didn't show up about 6 o'clock in the morning.
Whoa.
Yeah, you know, but then that was like, now the first night he didn't show up. The second night he was like, come on back. So then we came back, sat there, about 7 o'clock again, 6 o'clock, about 5 o'clock that morning he showed up. And then we were playing a beat. The man was just sitting there hearing the song, and he grabbed his tape recorder before he even started singing. He made sure he recorded it. He started singing it. He sung the whole song. He went back, sat down in the chair. He was singing, putting words together.
Yeah. He
went in there and did a whole song. Best part about that relationship though, we were playing basketball, all that shit. R. Kelly was a big fan. But that song didn't do nothing at the time. It got leaked out on the radio. On YouTube. But for me, I was still able to use that song for T.I. because come to find out that he was having an album called Trouble Man. And R. Kelly made a song called Trouble Man. So me and Tip went to school together. Okay. And so I hit him up like, bro, I got the perfect song there. We were listening to it. Me and Tip was sitting there. He was like, man, how can you just flip it? Because he knew it was already leaked. Right. And so I had to take R. Kelly vocals and just rearrange it to fit for T.I. so he can do a whole song.
Wow. Dang. That's crazy.
Yeah. That shit was hard, man.
Not too many people say they've been in the studio session, you know, with R. Kelly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's, like, I was like, damn, R. Kelly. I got two moments. Really. Another one is, Walk It Out. We had did that. And we saw, me and Oomp saw, Andre and Big Boy. Okay. And danced to the song on 106 & Park on BET. Oh, man. Yeah, so we were like, dang. Man, that shit is crazy we can get them on a remix.
Yeah. Right.
So then we looked at each other, Oomp hit up his partner Cheese to see if he got them to get Andre. And he was like, shit, send it to him. Let me send it to him and see if he gonna fuck with it. We sent him the beat. He was riding around. He told me to pull up to the studio. I pulled up. It was at Patchwork. And he was recording the Rich Boy remix. When I walked in, throw some D's on it. He was recording that remix. Then after that, he did Walk It Out. I was sitting there like, oh my God, 50,000 going crazy on this shit. He did like a couple of takes, and so I had kept all them takes on the Walk It Out remix. And he hit us up like, man, can you please take all of them off? I was so excited about just having them vocals and shit, so I just had them all on there. He was like, man, can you please take them all? No, just have one. The last run, and so that was it.
We went to Greg Street, and Greg Street played it. Back to back. Perfect. And Dre called right after that. And was like, that's not what I recorded. Take all this shit off and leave. However it come on now.
Yeah. So that's how it was, and that's how it is.
The rest is history.
The rest is history.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think I wanna, cause y'all touched on
I got a few of them.
Jesus, man, y'all got me thinking back.
Keep it coming.
Yeah, nah, I'm gonna tell you another one. I like that with T-Pain and Kalani. I had sent them the beat, cause originally, I originally did it for one of our artists, Shantae. I did it for her, and so we were doing a song, and he was recording it on Twitch. I was like, oh man, this shit crazy. Yeah. And so then he did bits and pieces by it. I don't know if he still got it up on his Twitch, but you can go in there and see how he recorded it and all that kind of shit. And so that was, when I heard it right then, I already knew that shit was it. And so I was just like, man, this shit crazy. I was like, this is out of here. Then he went and put Kalani on it. And that's what took that shit up out of him.
Jeez. It was over after that.
Yeah, it was over.
We probably asked like 2 more questions.
It's all good.
I know one thing I want to know is like having artists now at your label. Like, how important is it telling those artists to like enjoy the moment, enjoy the process, and create your music, and enjoying all these accolades and things like that? Because I know y'all said y'all really didn't have no time, and y'all wish y'all could have enjoyed the moment more. So how important is it y'all telling y'all artists to like, man, enjoy this studio session or enjoy this show that you about to do, even if it's not even the biggest show that you've done, still enjoy the moment. Like how often do y'all tell that to the artists at the label at Big
Oomp? I don't think that happened too much. Go enjoy yourself.
What I do is explain certain stuff to artists, because this shit right here can be frustrating.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the best thing about it is love it. Because when times get rough, that's the only thing that's gonna keep you pushing. Is the love for this music shit. Yeah. Without that love, it's gonna be real. You can quit. I say that with anything that you do though. Just love it. You gotta love this shit. Like, I love the production. I love the DJing. Right. I loved all that. That's what kept me going through the rough times, all that shit. Even being on the road, I love being on the road, man, because you see different shit. It's a lot of people that don't leave they city or they state. Yeah, you got to enjoy it and stay hungry because a lot of artists will get out there and they get a little bit of success and kind of slack off. Or kind of be chill, but you gotta stay hungry if this shit to stay relevant.
Right.
Keep that money coming. Yeah.
Nah, for sure. Stay hungry, Cozy.
Stay hungry.
You gotta stay hungry, man. This is for everything, huh?
Complacency is the worst thing.
Oh.
You never want to feel complacent.
Oh, man. And you gotta be in the right mind frame too, though, with just this whole shit.
Yeah.
Cause the industry can tear you up. People could not like your song. People can be like, man, this shit trash, but then you got a lot of people
like,
that but then that one person might fuck with your brain a little bit. Just make you not want to just do it, but you gotta just push through all that shit.
Let's do that shit for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely needed to hear that one right there.
Nah, keep going, man. Don't give up.
Shit, we had artists on the road every day. You like, man, what you gonna do when this shit stop?
Yeah.
Like, cause that shit can get tired. You can you can be doing these shows or you can not be doing shows. Which one you rather have? So you gotta stay hungry for it. You gotta want it every day.
Any day can be taken away from you.
Oh, he's like, man, I need a break. I said, shit, you gonna get your break.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Yeah.
But we can't take it right now.
No, for real.
There's gonna be a time when ain't nobody calling their phone for you. And that's gonna be your break. As long as they call it, we can't turn down no money, no work. We gotta get it and put it up.
So, just to speak of, I know you got a restaurant you coming out soon with. Can you speak a little bit more on how like prevalent food has been in your upbringing and stuff like that, and how your relationship with food and how just what made you want to get into the restaurant industry?
Well, shit, it's crazy. So I always talked about doing a restaurant. I always wanted a burger joint or
This
a
man
pizza
is a
joint.
cook. I'm gonna throw that in there before he even going to all this.
So it's like we need to go ahead
He a cook. I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish. But he a cook. He ain't gonna say that.
Meat.
Yeah.
Cook the shit out some meat.
Cook for me, I got the sides.
Hey.
Cook the sides.
Me hungry.
That should be well done and no burnt mark.
Hey,
well done.
Sound good.
Anytime I'm finna cook me something, I'm calling him, hey, how you do this?
Make that meat taste right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna open up a burger joint off Cascade and Fairburn.
Okay.
I've been wanting to do a restaurant forever, just ain't never really had the time, dedication of some people to trust to put in that position. But now that my kids are up apart and they eager to do it, so Nari is the one that found the spot. Like, Daddy, let's do a burger spot. Woo, 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 woo. And so of course she took the commitment to run it. Cause that's what my whole issue was. Who gonna run it? We do it, but who gonna run it though? Cause I got regular stores and I know it ain't, it's just
ain't all
it
glitz
ain't
and
all
glam.
that, no.
It's not.
No,
Right.
you know what I mean?
It's definitely
And so
tough.
she took the commitment of making sure it's gonna be ran right and all that stuff. So that's the reason why we got that one. And then we ended up buying the Waffle House in Fayetteville. And so that's gonna end up being a rooftop upscale lounge out there.
Okay. I'm gonna check that out when they get up and running for
You know what
sure.
I'm saying?
That sounds like a good time, good vibes. Rooftop.
Yeah.
Go to watching games and shit.
Yeah.
They both have a bar, the hookah, alcohol, frozen drinks, and food.
Sound like a good place to be. Y'all better go check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out. Check it out. What's your favorite thing to cook? You said meat, but like, what's your favorite meat to cook? Like, ribs, burgers. Like, what you like?
Burgers.
Burgers.
Yeah,
Okay.
burgers go crazy.
Burgers and chicken.
Man,
that grilled chicken. Chicken, I got the sides.
Yeah.
Rice and greens, what's up?
You feel me? All that.
Hey,
All that.
I'm so serious too. I'm
dead
dead serious too.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do a little Big Oomp / Cozy podcast pop like a song like
That's
that.
what we're talking about doing, a potluck.
Yeah.
Hey,
Potluck. Everybody bring their favorite dish.
hey.
Oomp on the burgers. We got Vaughn on the side.
I'm bringing the banana pudding.
Okay.
Yeah.
They don't do all that in Baltimore, do they? Y'all seafood, ain't them?
Yeah, we got the crab stuff, but I like banana pudding. Though.
Oh yeah, I got you.
You know how to make it?
Yeah.
Grandpa taught you how to make it?
No, my mom taught me.
Okay.
Yeah, my grandmother taught me how to cook a lot of stuff. Fried chicken, you know, mac and cheese, spaghetti.
Yeah, talk to him.
Bruh,
No.
Talk to
once
him.
I got older, I think I was about 16 or 17, my mama just stopped cooking.
That's how long.
So I got a question for y'all. Do y'all like these days and times with all this seasoned salt? Cause back in the day, it was just salt and pepper.
I use those.
I like seasoned salt, yeah, but not too
I'm
much.
not a big seasoned salt fan. I don't really cook with a lot of salt. Like
You gotta
I
mix
cook with
it in
seasoned
there.
that got salt in it, but I don't really cook with seasoned salt or salt and nothing like
You have
that.
to be very careful how you
Sprinkle that thing,
I
yeah.
don't switch mine up. I don't switch
Seasoned
mine
salt.
up.
I got all those different kinds, but mom used to cook salt and pepper. One no Lawrence, seasoned one none of that stuff.
But also, then I feel like the food was a little bit different. It's a lot more fresh than now. You got all the meat, and I mean the hormones and all that.
the additives,
It's all poison. We eat all bad food now, unless you vegan, and that shit poison too.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's probably just as worse for
That's
real.
poison.
It's so processed.
All that
It's all
substitutes and processed and all that.
It's all
Yeah.
processed. It's not good for either.
Even the seafood ain't too good.
Depends on what you eat, though.
Seafood is really not
I'm
good. You
vegan,
gotta
so,
think.
yeah.
What you
Seafood.
eat, Monte?
Processed.
No, I don't eat all that Beyond Beef. I don't eat that shit.
Processed.
I don't eat it.
Nah, it's crazy because seafood not even really good for you.
Yeah, it's really not.
Because you gotta think they the
Especially shellfish.
versions of the sea, like they
Yeah, like shrimp and stuff like that.
Yeah, they-
Shellfish not good for you.
but that joint good. I ain't
Tell you
gonna
put some
lie.
seed on that thing, put that thing in a little boil or something.
Some butter with that.
Change your life. Change your
Oh,
life.
sure.
I just say eat everything in moderation.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Except for pork, swine. I don't eat no pork, man.
Nah,
I gotta
Pork,
stay
I
away
can
from
eat that pork.
Pork is slowly walking out of my mouth.
Our folks used to eat this shit a long time ago,
Yeah.
but
I can't give up bacon or pork belly. That's crazy.
Nah,
Turkey
I
bacon
remember-
is so much better.
Yeah.
Beef
nah.
bacon.
Yeah.
Beef bacon.
oh,
Man,
Pork belly,
I
pork. I'm eating it.
Fried crispy.
Yeah, I'm saying like can't give that up. That's crazy.
I like
Some
real
brown
bacon.
That's a delicacy. That is a delicacy.
I was with my uncle one time and he was getting breakfast sandwiches. This man got, let me get a Scrabble.
Yeah, scrapping crazy.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because then I seen what it
Yeah.
was.
Well,
It's
that's what it got me.
What's
My
the
mother
Scrabble?
ate Scrabble.
Scrabble. You know what Scrabble? It's just like
All the scraps of the pig.
all the
grinded
scraps
up.
of the pig,
All
like
the
they just
tongue,
like,
the ears, the snout.
mixed
the
together.
tail. I don't eat Scrabble.
and they
Man,
fry.
That was a southern thing. I thought Scrabble was a southern thing.
That's what I
thought. That's what I was told.
that shit must have been in the country
They had
somewhere.
pig feet before?
Pig feet.
I ain't know.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
eat some pig feet.
But I know Scrabble. I ain't never heard of
He
it.
said Scrabble. He said y'all like, oh, it's
Pig
Scrabble.
ears. I tear that up right now.
Not me.
Right
now.
Right now.
Not
Give me
me.
some pig feet with some
Oh, man.
hot
She put the hot sauce on it.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Pig ear with that mustard.
I seen
hot
pig
sauce
ears
and
before.
onions.
I was
What you like, fried and put on the sandwich or something with the pig in? How you eat that?
Water than pig ear sandwich. Or the whole pig ear with that chili on top and cut that boy up with that
Oh, yeah,
chili.
he be going
Yeah,
down.
he softened it up, yeah. He
yeah.
softened it right up for y'all.
Man, that thing
Wow.
bite.
Man.
But as we come to the end of the Cozy podcast, I just want what's some game that you'll leave for our Cozy community, you know? If it's gonna be like entrepreneurship or just anything in life that you wish somebody would have
Anything.
told you when you was younger coming up.
That I wish someone would have told me.
Yeah. I know it may be a lot.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or something that stuck with you the
Learn.
most.
Yeah, what's something that stuck with you the most that somebody may have told you that just give to somebody else coming up?
Shit, that's now you don't switch my mind from. I don't know. Yeah.
Spank number 2.
All right.
I leave the community, I leave here saying, you know, dream big, you know, make you some goals, Go 120% to execute your goals.
120.
Work hard at everything you do. Be committed, dedicated to seeing everything you try and endure to come to the finish line. And as you do all of these things, as you make $1, find a way to put 10 cents of that dollar up somewhere. Every dollar, save at least 10 cents of it. If you save more, but put something up from every dollar. If you don't save, what you gonna have?
Right.
If you don't save,
what you
how
gonna
can you
have?
make other things happen outside of dreams? So I tell anybody, you know, don't just blow your money, you know. Live off your needs and not your wants.
That's another one.
That may be the
Live off your needs and not your wants. Because you want everything. You might want that car, you might want that motorcycle, you might want that boat, you might want them shoes. But do you
Do
need
you need it though?
You don't need that.
or can you afford that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You
You
might
can't buy
have
twice,
your
you
You
can't
last.
buy it twice,
And you
don't
might
need
want them shoes, and then you go and spend your last on them shoes. You didn't even need them shoes. You got 10 pair of shoes in your closet.
it. Right.
Those shoes ain't running over. This shit your last pair of shoes. You ain't got to go spend that money on them shoes.
Shots every
I feel a
get
little attack with that one, you know what I'm saying? Nah, but no, that's definitely good.
No,
though,
for sure. Definitely need to hear that.
Yeah. They say if you can't buy it twice, you can't afford it, man.
Man, save, man. Cause saving will get you things that you want. Saving will get you things
Save
that you want to do. Saving will help get your goals to the finish line.
Okay.
Have your own.
For sure.
And work on your credit, man, because credit is better than cash.
Credit.
Y'all young, man, get on that credit now.
Credit about you. Anything you want.
Credit will make it happen for you. I just paid for stuff just now off my credit card. Home Depot credit card. 30 days to pay it, you know what I mean? So get your credit right, man. Credit is everything.
Right.
You can make things happen with good credit. You can start a whole business with good credit.
Yeah.
You know?
You want
You
to
got your
ready
game,
now,
Monte?
Monte?
You ready?
Huh?
You ready?
You ready?
Nah, shit, he said it all. That's it. That's it. That's the bottom line.
Oh, man. We really appreciate y'all
for
for
sure.
coming out,
Yeah,
giving us some game to the cozy community, kicking it with us today, man. I appreciate
sure.
it.
Appreciate y'all
Alright,
having us on
appreciate
our platform.
Thank you, man.
Thank